Hey there, Econ enthusiasts. It's M squared here again. And let's be real, economics might sound about as exciting as watching paint dry. But imagine you walk into a store, pick up your favourite sneakers, and realise the price just went up. Or maybe you wonder why a cup of coffee costs more at the airport than at your local cafe. Congratulations, you've already started thinking like an economist. Economics isn't just about boring graphs or stock markets, it's about choices, money, and how the world really works. From why people buy certain things to how entire countries manage their money, economics is the invisible hand shaping our lives. So whether you're a student, a young professional, or just someone who wants to understand the news a little better, this video is your crash course on the basics of economics. Let's break down the basics with real life examples you can actually relate to. So, what exactly is economics? It's the study of how people, businesses, and governments make choices when resources are limited. We don't have infinite money, time, or even sneakers. So, we make choices about using those limited resources. Economics is about supply and demand, prices, jobs, and trade. It's about understanding why things cost what they do and how the global economy is interconnected. It's not as scary as it seems. Remember the game console selling out. That's economics in action. Demand was higher than supply, so the price went up or it sold out. Economics helps us understand these everyday situations. It's about recognizing the patterns and consequences of our choices. Once you understand these principles, you can apply them to almost every aspect of your life. From saving money to understanding career demands, economics helps you make smarter decisions. So buckle up, we're diving into supply and demand, opportunity cost, inflation, and more. By the end, you'll see economics everywhere you look. Let's talk about supply and demand. Imagine a dance floor. Supply is how much is available. Demand is how much people want it. When balanced, everyone's happy. Prices are fair and the economy grooves. But shifts can change everything, like a new iPhone launch. Limited supply, high demand. Prices go up. People pay more. Think Black Friday sales. Prices drop, demand rises. Same for sneakers and housing. Scarcity raises prices. Understand supply and demand to understand prices. It's your economic decoder ring. Okay, time for a brain teaser. Every decision you make has a hidden cost. It's not about the price tag, but what you give up by choosing one thing over another. This, my friends, is called opportunity cost. Let's say you have $10 to spend. You could buy a delicious pizza, or you could get 2 movie tickets. If you choose the pizza, the opportunity cost is the enjoyment of watching those 2 movies. You gave up that opportunity to enjoy the cheesy goodness. Opportunity cost applies to bigger decisions too. Governments have limited resources, taxpayer money. If they decide to spend more on defence, that's less money for education or healthcare. Every dollar spent in one area is a dollar not spent somewhere else. Even choosing to watch this video has an opportunity cost. You could be binge watching your favourite show, taking a nap, or learning to juggle chainsaws. Don't do that. But you're here, which means you value this knowledge more than those other activities. Understanding opportunity cost helps you make more informed decisions. It forces you to consider the trade-offs involved and prioritise what's truly important to you. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, remember the invisible price tag of what you're giving up. Ever notice how things seem to get more expensive over time? That, my friends, is the work of inflation. In a nutshell, inflation is the general increase in prices over time. Think about it this way. If your parents tell you stories about how a candy bar used to cost a nickel, that's inflation in action. What you could buy with $1 back then won't get you nearly as much today. Let's say your go-to latte cost $2 last year, but now it's $2.50. That's a small example of inflation. Over time, even small price increases can add up, making your money buy less and less. Inflation has a real impact on our lives. Salaries need to rise just to keep up with the cost of living, and savings lose value if they don't earn interest that outpaces inflation. There are lots of reasons for inflation, from increased demand to rising production costs. Governments and central banks try to keep inflation in check, but it's a constant balancing act. Understanding inflation helps you plan for the future. It's why investing your money wisely is important, so it grows faster than prices rise. It's also why negotiating a raise or salary that keeps pace with inflation is crucial for maintaining your purchasing power. Recession and boom, the economic rollercoaster. Just like a rollercoaster, the economy has its ups and downs. We call these periods of growth and contraction booms and recessions. Imagine a boom time like the economy is on a sugar rush. Businesses are booming, people are spending money, and jobs are plentiful. It's a time of economic prosperity and growth. Then there are recessions. Think of it like the economy hitting a speed bump or maybe a whole ditch. People are nervous about spending, businesses struggle, and jobs can be lost. It's a period of economic slowdown. A great example is the 2008 global financial crisis, which triggered a recession in many countries, or the 1929 Great Depression. People lost jobs, homes were foreclosed on, and the economy took a nosedive. On the flip side, the tech boom of the 2010s saw massive growth in the technology sector, creating jobs and boosting the economy. During a recession, businesses might lay off workers to cut costs, and governments might lower interest rates to encourage people to borrow and spend money, hoping to stimulate the economy. Understanding the economic cycle of booms and recessions helps you prepare for potential downturns and make smart financial decisions during periods of growth. So this section is more relevant currently with the whole Trump tariffs that has sent the markets into a correction at time of writing. This could potentially drive a recession, but only time will tell. Yes, that's right, I'm talking global trade. Here's a fun fact. No country is an island when it comes to the economy. We live in a globalized world where countries rely on each other for goods and services. This, my friends, is the beauty of global trade. Think about your smartphone. It might be designed in California, made with minerals from Africa, and assembled in China. That's global trade in action. Countries specialize in what they're good at producing and trade with each other. Trade allows us to enjoy products from all over the world. It also allows countries to focus on what they do best, leading to greater efficiency and lower prices for everyone. But global trade isn't without its challenges. Trade disputes, tariffs, and political tensions can disrupt the flow of goods and services, leading to higher prices and economic uncertainty. Remember those trade wars you hear about in the news? They're a prime example of how global trade can get complicated. When countries disagree on trade policies, they might impose tariffs, taxes on imported goods, which can raise prices for consumers. Understanding global trade helps you see the interconnectedness of the world economy. It highlights how decisions made in one part of the world can ripple out and affect people and businesses everywhere. Fun example, the recession of 1929 and 2008 were both triggered by a collapse of the US markets, and both impacted the entire globe. Will America trigger the next one, or will it be a different country? Personally, I'm thinking it will be the US again. What do you think? Why economics matters to you. Economics is more than numbers, it's about your life. Student loans, rent, groceries, all influenced by economics. Understanding it helps you make smarter financial decisions. It empowers you to shape your future. You're now an Econ boss. Well, almost. Congratulations. You've just completed a crash course in the basics of economics. And trust me, it's a lot more interesting than you thought, right? Economics isn't just for experts. It's the invisible force behind almost everything in your life. From your next grocery store run to the decisions you make about your career, the better you understand economics, the better equipped you are to navigate your world. It's about making informed choices, managing your money wisely, and understanding the forces shaping our world. So, go forth, newfound economics enthusiasts. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and remember, mastering economics means mastering life's choices. Because when you understand how the world really works, you have the power to shape your future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for hanging with me. If you like this video, you're going to love the one on your screen right now. It's packed with even more great information for you to enjoy. Click it, and we'll see you on the other side.